Welcome back to Ryan's Corner. Today we're going to be ranking the 32 NFL teams. This is what I mean by stuff that I was going to start doing in the future. Gonna try not to drag or mumble on too much. I might do that though. 32 NFL teams is a lot. I'll try not to spend too much time talking about them. I'm also streaming this right now, and it's gonna be there's gonna be a YouTube video that comes out with this. So if you want to go check that out, you can check out the Twitch and YouTube R1019. You know I plug it. So yeah, with that you'll be able to see the ranking, the tier list, and me because I got a face cam. So that's really nice. But for all the guys that are listening online, man, just enjoy me ranking, and I'm sure I'll hear about it from some people who actually listen about how they feel about my team ranking. So starting off, we got the Cardinals. I'm ranking them as a B team. I think they'll be pretty good with D Hop coming back, but I don't know if they'll be playoffs. They're gonna be borderline playoffs. They're always borderline playoffs. I don't think Cliff Kingsbury is a really good coach at all. I think he's bad, and yeah, I don't got a lot of belief in him. Falcons, they go in D category. I mean, let's just face it. They're tanking, and they're not going to they're not going to be very good. I should actually explain before you keep going how I'm going to be ranking all of these. S tier I think is going to be like Super Bowl contenders and obviously playoffs. A is A is going to also be playoffs. B is going to be kind of that mid tier range, kind of maybe might be considered for playoffs. I know it's kind of weird. I guess S is for Super Bowl contenders, like guys that like teams that I think are excuse me, I need burp, jeez. That are going to be actually in the Super Bowl. So then we got the Ravens. I think Ravens will be good. I think they keep getting better. Well, I don't know. They kind of stay stagnant, honestly. They didn't really do much, but they'll be a playoff team. I think pretty easily. AFC North is gonna be stacked this year. Bills, easily Super Bowl contenders. I know when I'm recording this, and depending on when it gets uploaded, I don't know when it's gonna get uploaded. It could be before the Sunday games or after. But Thursday night game just ended, and Bills just blew out the Rams. But still, I think they're gonna be good regardless. I think Josh Allen might be the best quarterback in the league. I think they keep getting like better. I just really like the team. I think they got a good team coming into it. Panthers. As some of you guys may know, I'm a Browns fan. We'll get to the Browns soon here. Uh, but the Panthers, I don't know how I feel about them, right? Because is Baker gonna give you that upside? I don't know. I think he's good. I liked him on the Browns. He brought us a playoff win. But I just don't know if the Panthers can really improve. I also didn't explain C or D. D is tanking. C is bad. I didn't explain that. I completely forgot to do that because I'm stupid. But I think I'm gonna put Panthers in C tier. I can't look, and obviously I can't compare the teams. I can't look at the Panthers being better than the Cardinals this year. I just don't think that's going to be right at all. I think I think the Cardinals will be better. Jeez. Bears. Everyone's expecting Bears to be really bad. I think they'll be bad. Uh, but they're not gonna be D tier bad. I expect them about be around where the Panthers are. Bengals. Excuse me, Jesus. Bengals are going to be S tier. Uh, they didn't do really much, but I don't think they're going to be any worse. They might have that Super Bowl slump, which would be a very Bengals thing to happen. But I'm not really sure. I don't know. I want to put Bengals in A, but I feel like the Bengals have that upside still. I feel like Jamar Chase is going to continue to get better. Joe Burrow is going to continue to get better. I think they did upgrade the line a bit. I think you know. I think they're gonna. Everyone knows what to expect. I think the surprise element is out of it now, so it might be a bit tougher to get to that Super Bowl. Now the Cleveland Browns. All right. I'm a Browns fan, right? And we obviously know, everyone knows about what happened with the Browns in the offseason. Now, as a Browns fan, a proud Browns fan, I was not so proud of this decision. I do not like Deshaun Watson, and it. I do have a fantasy name named after him. Some people may know about that. They're listening to this, but I don't like him. I don't think he should really even be playing football. He's a great football talent, um, and it sucks. I didn't want him. I really didn't want him. Because now the Browns went from being a well-liked team to being a more hated team. Personally, I wish we kept Baker for one more year because he was injured all last year. That's why it's hard to put like Carolina in D class and D tier, not D class. Um, but Browns, I see him as a B tier team. With Jacoby Brissett's a solid backup. I think we've seen him play before. I think Amari Cooper is an upgrade over Jarvis Landry. Wish we would have kept Jarvis Landry, but they have Jock at linebacker. See, I'm gonna have a more in-depth take because I know a lot more about the Browns than other teams. I think the secondary is really good. D line is really good. Obviously, Myles Garrett. When he's not assaulting people on the field, he's sacking them on the field. I don't know where I was going with that. But not to even mention Nick Chubb in the running game. That running game is going to be lethal. Hopefully, we don't rely on it too much. Anyways, Browns, B tier team. Depending on when Deshaun Watson comes back, I can't believe he's coming back this year. Might be a playoff contender, might be a playoff team. Dallas, put them at B tier. It's gonna be another mid-season from them. CeeDee Lamb is obviously gonna be a stud. I think he's gonna probably be top 5 receiver in the league, as long as he stays healthy. And then I just think Trayvon Diggs. I love him. He's a great character, but he's not that good at coverage. We'll see what he does this year, but he got toasted, and I think that Dallas defense isn't very good. I think you have a lot of guys that are like, well, they could be good, but again, it's mid-team. 8-1 is the record. Lock it in. Broncos country, let's ride. A lot of hype around the Broncos. I'm not really buying into it. I can't lie, I'm not buying into it as much. I just didn't see them being that good. So excuse me, I don't know why I'm burping so much, but if you hear it, I'm not trying not to address it anymore, but if you hear it, just ignore it. Just ignore me. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm like groggy. Probably because it's late. It's a school night. But anyways, that's off topic. Broncos country, let's ride to B. Again, B team. I don't know. I don't believe Russell Wilson's a great quarterback. I think he's got a better team than what he had in Seattle. But I just don't really see them being that good. The Lions. I love Dan Campbell's passion for the game, but just listening to he's not a good head coach, guys. I mean, I think he's a great motivator guy, and I think in his position, everyone wants to rally around him. And I think that's why they even won games last year, because they were so bad. But nothing really changed to make me say Lions are going to take a huge step this year. I'm saying that they're going to be right down there with the Falcons. Packers, I mean, you don't know what to say about them. I mean, obviously, we're going to put them in A, playoff team. They got Aaron Rodgers. But everything else on the team, they got Robert Tonyan is probably their most reliable receiving option right now. Let's be honest. That's why I picked him up in fantasies, because that's just he's like the only trusted target, really. Maybe Lazard, but I like Lazard. I just don't like him as like the number one guy. I just don't think they got a lot going. Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon will be good. so I think they'll get in because they always seem to be in it. Um, Also, I don't know. Remember when everyone was dogging on Jordan Love, and now all of a sudden people are like saying, "I take Jordan Love." I don't know why. I don't. I want Jordan Love to be good because he's from like a smaller school, but he just hasn't done anything to like impress. He's sitting behind Rodgers, so I don't know. Skill issue. Texans D, not even. Must be rough to be a Texans fan. And of course, the week that Deshaun Watson comes back, it's against the Texans. NFL had to do what they had to do with that, and it was a necessary thing with NFL scheduling, I guess. But they're gonna be bad. Lovie Smith is a not a good head coach at all. Um, I don't understand why Texans are just such a disaster. Davis Mills, I guess you can hope is going to be good, but you just don't know. Their rookie wide receiver, I think, is like out for the year. Just nothing can go right for the Texans right now. Colts, I think they replaced Carson Wentz with a more reliable Carson Wentz. I mean, I guess the arm talent's better. I think the Colts will actually be a playoff team this year. I don't think they'll be like. I don't see them as borderline. I think Colts will not choke this year. Uh, I think Matty Ice is going to have a solid year. Michael Pittman's going to have a huge year. I'm going to completely break out as that star and going to probably reach top 10 receivers in the league. Might even be top 5 by the end of it because Matt Ryan knows how to hold on how to feed his number one wide receiver. There we go. Damn, hit my desk. Uh, and also that defense is good. I like that defense a lot. I think if they put it together this year, they're easily a playoff team. Jaguars, they're gonna be bad again. They didn't do enough to make me be like, well, maybe they're gonna be bad. Trevor Lawrence will hopefully take a step in the right direction this year. I feel bad. I hope his career doesn't get wasted. Kansas City Chiefs. Let me see here. I'm gonna put them in playoff. I don't know if they're Super Bowl contenders. Losing Tyreek Hill was huge. I think cracks are starting to form in Kansas City, and I think they'll be playoffs, and they could maybe be a Super Bowl contending team. Yeah, I won't put them in Super Bowl. That might be too high of a take to say that they're not really Super Bowl contenders. Chargers, playoff team. I know it would be typical Chargers to not make it in, but they have Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's on the rise. He's going to be a top 5 quarterback here really soon. Keenan Allen, Williams, like all their guys are good. They added Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack. Like it's not like Jadeveon Clowney and Myles Garrett where you're getting a Jadeveon Clowney that's not really producing as much, who's still good. You're getting two elite, still pretty young guys who probably in for a long haul. Chargers defense looks good, and honestly, I go as far as say Super Bowl contenders. I'm gonna say it. I think they'll be good. Yeah, Super Bowl contenders for sure. I think they could play. I think I could see them being a lot like. They're gonna look a lot like the Bengals. I think. Not even to mention Austin Eckler is really good. Fantasy football monster. Rams Super Bowl contender. Like I said, they got smacked by the Bills in tonight's game, but I can't see them taking so many steps back where they're just going to be terrible. They're going to easily be Super Bowl contenders. And that's my thoughts on that. Raiders are going to be C tier. Everyone's really hyping up Derek Carr. I don't think. Some people think Derek Carr's top 10. I wouldn't put him there. I think he's very solid. but they haven't done anything. Oh, they did get Devontae Adams, but I don't think that's gonna make a big enough difference for them. I think they're still gonna be bad. I think we're gonna see a disappointing year from the Raiders and Dolphins. I think we're gonna see the same thing. Dolphins, where's their running game? Tua hasn't shown to be worth the draft pick yet. Remember when it was tanked for Tua and then Tua fell off? And I just don't think you might see Teddy Bridgewater play this year, and if that's the case, then I think Tua's done, which stinks because he was looking really good in the early days. Excuse me, let me get a sip of water. So now we got the Vikings. People think the Vikings are gonna be good. I think they're gonna be mid. I see them a lot like the Cowboys. Kirk Cousins, alright quarterback, really great wide receivers, good running back, can get hurt. Again, pre-mid team. I don't know. I just they didn't do anything. Their defense still pretty bad. Patriots C tier. They're gonna be bad. And take a step back. I think. I don't really see what they're doing over there. I know Bill Belichick will probably pull something out of his anus and somehow get his way up to this B tier kind of area. But I think they're gonna be. I think they should probably be bad, or below average. Saints are gonna be in that B tier. Just not very. I think Jameis coming back is gonna be huge. I think that's why they might be playoff contenders. But I don't think they'll be. I just can't see them being very like a force to be reckoned with. I know they were really good with Jameis, but I think they're getting kind of lucky, and nothing about that team is like really pops out at you. The Jarvis Landry, I mean their wide receiver core is pretty solid. If Michael Thomas is anywhere close to as good as he has been in the past, but I'm not sure. Giants and Jets would put them in D tier. Giants gonna be another painful year. It's never ending. Jets, same thing. Zach Wilson, I'm sorry, he's not the guy. He is that guy off the field, though, if you know what I mean. Eagles are gonna be C tier. They're not. I'm not a big believer in Jalen Hurts. Everyone loves him in fantasy. They did get A.J. Brown, but is that really going to help the offense that much? I don't think so. They have no running game. So they're just going to play the pass, make sure they keep Jalen Hurts in the pocket, and defense is okay. Steelers. See, Steelers always, they were supposed to be really, I thought they were supposed to be bad last year. And I don't know if did they make the playoffs? I think, yeah, I don't know what they did. But I think they're going to go down to C tier. I just don't see them being. I don't see them being those guys this year. Mitch Trubisky is going to be all right. Mitch Trubisky, I think, is about as good as Jalen Hurts. So Seattle, D, they are in the dumps after Broncos country took their boy, and now they're stuck with not even Drew Lock, Geno Smith. That is rough. Geno Smith is somehow still in the league, and he's gonna be starting. And I just think he beat Drew Lock. I mean, I feel bad. Drew Lock's so buns. Seattle expect a year of pain and agony. 49ers, I think. I'm going to say I'm a believer in Trey Lance. I think Trey Lance is going to shock the world. I think they'll be a playoff team easily in A tier. I think Trey Lance will break out and he'll be worth that top 3 draft pick. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you thought the Brady era was over. It's not. And I'm not sure if they're Super Bowl contenders or not, but you can't count Tom Brady out. Tennessee Titans. I think they're gonna be mid. I don't think they're really going to improve. I think they're gonna decline a little bit. Definitely, I don't think they're making the playoffs. I think they're on this end of the mid area where they're not gonna make the playoffs. And then we got the Commanders. Carson Wentz is gonna make you pretty cheeks. I think Carson Wentz is just bad. It sucks because he was really good. I think the injury messed him up, but I think they'll be pretty trash. Love the new name though. Better than their old one. Their past two old ones. I actually didn't mind the football team. I thought that was kind of funny. So, anyways, here's what the final rankings are looking like in Super Bowl contenders. S tier, we got Bills, Bengals, Chiefs, Chargers, Rams, and Buccaneers. And the guarantee, I think, locked to make playoffs. We got the Ravens, Packers, Colts, and 49ers. In the B tier of the kind of maybe might make playoffs, maybe not. Probably not with some of them. We got the Cardinals, the Browns, the Cowboys, the Broncos, the Vikings, the Saints, and the Titans. In the below average, just below mid tier, might be in the playoff picture a little. They're not gonna be in playoff picture. That's what the B tier teams are for. We have the Panthers, the Bears, the Raiders, the Dolphins, the Patriots, the Eagles, and the Steelers. And the tanking / gonna be fighting for the number one pick. We have 2, 4, 6. Damn, that's a lot of teams that are kind of tanking. We got the Commanders, who could go into C tier, but I'm gonna leave them in D tier. We got the Falcons, Lions, Texans, Jaguars, Jets and Giants, and the Seahawks. And that's gonna be a list. It's pretty much how I think it's gonna go down. I think it's pretty good, pretty valid rankings. I know it's kind of weird. We got more Super Bowl contenders than playoff contenders, but I think we got a lot of people that can make the Super Bowl this year. There's a lot of teams, and it'd be silly to not put the previous two teams who were in the Super Bowl up there. And I think Chargers are gonna be that underdog story. And I think the rest are just expected. These playoff teams, probably might be some of my highest takes with the Colts and 49ers, and then B tier, C tier, D tier. Hey, that's my rankings. Again, this was live on Twitch. If you ever want to catch it live, I don't know, just have the notifications. Whenever I'm not working, I'll probably go live, except for next week. Next week's homecoming week. Ooh. So, yeah. Follow Twitch, subscribe to the YouTube channel, same as the Twitch, R1019. Thank you guys for listening to the podcast, and yeah, hope you guys have a great evening.